Hello everybody. This time I have a high voltage deck for you. This mode is pretty fast and it's a lot of fun if you play the right cards. In my deck I go for the approach of big cards and go with the approach of having a lot of power in a lot of lanes, so the enemy needs to choose which lane to contest. So let's go over the cards. First is Snowguard. I think in this mode, location control is pretty important because there are some locations that can win you the game or lose you the game. And yeah, Snowguard can help you with that. Then the next card is Maw, Ebony Maw. Yeah, he's a 1/7 and there's only 3 turns in this mode, which means you can play this card every round and you should play him on 3, obviously. But 1/7, there's basically no downside to that. And then Havok, he's a little bit overrated, I think, but I still think he's one of the best cards in this mode. I see a lot of people use him on turn 1 and it loses them the game. It's pretty good on turn 1, I won't say it's bad, but it can lose you the game. Usually I play him on turn 2 and then he's a 2/8, which is still super great. And it's nice to see your power go up after that. Then Nova, we have like 50%, I would say, Irisham decks, and this card counters that deck like super easy. So with 3 power you get 20 power, with 3 cost you get 20 power, and yeah, even against normal decks you have 7 power because you can get it out of turn 1. And then Morph, everyone plays big cards, so Morph is super value. Even if you get something you don't want, it's still not the end of the world because in this mode you have a lot of energy. Most of the time it can win you the game if you get like a Infinite or like a Giganto or something with big power, and that's why I played this card here. And then Cosmo, the other meta deck I would say for high voltage is that Black Panther Wong deck with Solar. And yeah, having Cosmo here counters that deck pretty easy because it's easy to know where they play their Zola. So just put it on that lane on turn 3 and win the game. And then I play Nick Fury in this deck because there's never enough 6 costs in this mode. And I have 3 6 costs in my deck, but I don't think there's enough. But with Nick Fury you can play him on turn 1, and then you have 3 more 6 costs you can choose from. Same with Blink, there's big power cards in my deck, and usually what I do is if I play Snowguard, I play Blink after, so my Snowguard changes to something more useful, or I play the Bird or the Hawk and play Blink after, and then usually I get a 6-drop out of it. Playing Blink on a different lane can win you the lane as well. And then I think the best card in this deck is Cannonball, because you can just move your highest power enemy card away, and usually you don't destroy it because there's not a lot of like clock locations here, but this card on turn 3 can win you the game. Just push their biggest card away and go big power on the other one, and then you win it. And then Doom. Doom is pretty good. If you get him out early, you can get 5 power in every lane. Of course, Doom can be every other 6-drop. I tried a lot of other 6-drops. Leader was pretty good as well. But I like Doom just to get to locations I can't go to, and getting him out early was pretty good. And then Red Hulk, a lot of energy means a lot of unspent energy, which means this card is 19 power or 16 power a lot of games, which is really good for 6 cost. And then Hulkling, one of my favorite cards. He's probably in like 90% of my decks, as you know. It's just a game-winning card. He gives you leader, he gives you doom, and you have a really big advantage on turn 3. So in my opinion, he's the best 6-drop with 12 power. You can of course put in Magneto, everything else you want here, but in my opinion, he's the best. And that was a quick overview over the cards. After that, I have 4 or 5 games of gameplay. I commented it a little bit, and you should watch it because there's some crazy stuff happening. Yeah, check it out, and thank you. As you can see, I played Morph on turn 1 and got Solar. So I knew he had Solar, which is pretty good information. But for me, on turn 1, that was probably one of the worst things I could get because there's nothing to copy because I didn't play another card. Then I got enough energy to play Red Hulk and Havok. And I knew he's gonna play Black Panther left, and he's going for that big Solar deck everyone plays in this mode. So yeah, on my final turn, there was a few playlines here. I could play Gambit and destroy his Black Panther, and because I was thinking about him playing Solar, and that was one play. But the other play I did here was just Cannonball his Panther away. I was hoping for the Panther to go mid, so I basically dropped mid and win right and left, but he went right here, and that means my Red Hulk dies. Gambit didn't kill Black Panther. That was actually a misplay. I should play Gambit on the left here. I didn't really pay attention, I think. But in the end it worked out because Cannonball is just the game-winning card, as I said earlier. So next time, just play Gambit on the left. That's even better. And what I did here is I played Cosmo mid, and he already played 2 cards mid, and he saw Cosmo. So I was like, there's no way he's gonna play another on-reveal mid, and like my Cosmo is probably useless. So I changed it with Blink, I get Red Hulk, and then I got super lucky with my Morph because I got his Alias. So yeah, I got a lot of power. That Havok got a lot of power. Hulk got a lot of power, and then I have one more turn. And then I played Cannonball on the right because I knew that he's gonna play a card left, and outpower me because I got his Elioth with Morph earlier, so I knew he had 10 power on the left, which means 15 power on the left. There's no way I could outpower that. So I pushed Mockingbird away to mid or left. It didn't really matter in this case, and just won the right and mid, thanks to Cannonball again. There was really crazy stuff happening here, and there's a lot of ways to win with this deck, so let me know what you think about it, and thanks for watching.